Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of mine. So today I decided to do a sit down video and do a Q&A video. I thought it was like needed finally for this channel, for my channel, to have a Q&A, and I'm gonna be doing a K-pop collectors Q&A. I found one on Instagram, but I have to go find it. I sent it to myself on Instagram on my K-pop account. I sent it to myself. I don't know if anyone else does that, but yes, I am gonna finally be doing a Q&A. It's a question for collectors. I thought it was like finally a long overdue video, especially since I have been gaining subscribers. But I thought, why not do questions for K-pop collectors, because I am a K-pop collector. I collect albums, as you can see. I do have 6 binders, but that's in a work in progress. The first question is favorite photocard. That gets really hard because I love a lot of photocards. Like, when I see photocards, I tend to love them all the time. But if I had to pick one, I feel like it would be the cat ear songwa for K-pop Story Ground 4. Most expensive PC you own. My most expensive PC that I own, I would have to say, is the Last Fever Epilogue photocard, which is songwa. And it's mostly because of the shipping. But it was the shipping from Macari, and it was only one PC. So I think that made it really, really expensive and not worth it for the photocard. But it's like the cheapest I could find, because everyone else is like selling that photocard. It's on my on the way to me. Hopefully it doesn't get lost in the mail, because I will be so sad. But otherwise, I keep to a limit of what I spend. I try to spend no more than like $15 on a photocard, and that's usually just Pobs. Pobs, it makes sense because you're basically just paying for the album. It makes total sense, $15. But that's the highest I will ever go. You will not see me go buy a photocard for $20 and up. That is a big no-no. I just don't think it's necessary. Me personally, I just don't think it's necessary to buy such expensive photocards. Least expensive PC you own. I feel like the least expensive PC has to be the Gravity photocards that I bought. Like, people have sold them for like $3-4. The ID cards for Gravity were like, I bought some for $1. So yeah, Gravity, those PCs. How long have you collected for? I told myself when I got into K-pop that I thought collecting photocards were stupid. I'm gonna put that out there. I thought it was so stupid. Needless to say, a whole year later and a few months in 2021, and here I am, decided to collect OTA for ATEEZ, and don't think it's stupid anymore. So I don't know. I think it was like March or something. That's when I started collecting OTA. It was after Fever Part 2 promotions and stuff, and I realized trading for songwa was gonna be so hard. So I was like, screw it, and just collect OTA. For ATEEZ. Have you ever been scammed? I think so. Yeah, I think I have. I bought some Wooyoung PCs, and they sent the video and everything, but then they just like ghosted everyone and never sent the PCs out. They still have them, but they haven't activated their account, so technically I did get scammed. So, and the PCs that they're selling for Wooyoung were like the older like the treasure PCs. And I think for 3 of them, it was gonna be $15. So they had them, like they had the video. It's just like, I don't know, just they decided just to ghost and never come back to Instagram. So, worst experience you had? Like, worst experience for what? For buying or trading? I don't think I've had a worse experience. It's just like the lack of communication and people just ghosting you and stuff. So who do you collect? Oh boy. Okay, so I collect OT8 ATEEZ, and that includes album PCs and Pobs, and not all Pobs I don't collect. It's just I pick and choose which Pobs that I collect for OT8. And then I collect 3 members of Gravity, which is Alan, Hyunjun. I know I say his name wrong. Don't tell me. I know I say it wrong. I've tried. And then Songmin. And then sometimes I collect OT9 for certain things, like easy stuff, like the ID cards and stuff. And like K-10 for you Pops, I collect OT9. Stuff like that, just like some random stuff. I'm very, very flexible with my my collection. Like, I don't have limits, and I don't, like, I don't really have limits. I just collect who I want, and it's fun to me and it should be fun to anyone. So I just collect however I feel. But for album PCs, I only collect 3 members of Gravity, and then OT9 for just random stuff because it's fun and I enjoy it. Monster X, I say collect OT5/OT6, but to be honest, I have not touched my Monster X collection, and I think I might just put my Monster X, all my photo cards for Monster X up for sale, because I don't ever look at it at all. So yeah, that's all with Monster X. Then I have a random binder with random photo cards that I've been trying to sell for the last like year. No one wants to buy them, so there's that. And then I collect OT5 for TXT. So, and I'm very like collect whatever I want for TXT. Usually it's just album PCs and like usually like the Weverse Pops and Target exclusive cards, and then I call it a good for TXT. So, but yeah, otherwise I am very flexible with my collection. I don't put a limit on it. I don't hinder myself with my collection. It's whatever I feel like I want to collect. I don't hinder myself. I have fun with it, and that's what everyone should do with their collection. Have fun with your collection. Collect whatever you want. If you want to collect OT whatever for a group, collect it. It's your collection and no one can tell you anything else about your collection because it's your collection and you should have fun with it, and I have fun with mine. So how many albums do you own? I do need a second bookshelf, I've realized, but I probably have well over 100 albums. I'll put the total number, I'll pop up the total number of albums I have, and that won't count duplicates because I have a whole bunch of duplicates of ATEEZ albums right over there. How many PCs do you own? Probably well over 300 plus, because I had a video that I've been working on of storing photo cards, and I already stored over 300 plus photo cards. I don't know if that video will ever come out because I started filming that in May, and I don't know how I wanted to do with that video, but I'll tell you guys how many photo cards I do have. I'll pop it up on the screen. How many group/members do you collect? I collect ATEEZ, Gravity, TXT, so technically 3 full groups. If you want to count Monster X, 4 then. I already kind of like told you, OT8 for ATEEZ, 3 members of Gravity, OT6/5 for Monster X, even though I have not even collected a single card yet, and then OT5 for TXT. I kind of eventually want to maybe collect WeEye, but that is in the near future. Okay, so the next question, do you own any rare merch? I think I do. I have 7 out of the 8 members of ATEEZ's like keyring decorations for like their light sticks. I'm just missing Sans because Sans sold out pretty fast. I think that's pretty rare, I think. And I think that's pretty much it. Like honestly, I have Photobook. I mean, some of the TXT photo books you can't buy anymore. Do you own anything signed? No, but I will though, because when ATEEZ is having a comeback, if you guys don't know, the World EP1 movement, and Hello 82 is doing member signed albums. So I bought 2 signed albums. I was hoping to get a set, but the A version like sold out of the signs, so it is what it is. I'm just happy that I'm able to get 2 signed albums from a random member, so yeah, I'm just happy. So yeah, I will eventually have something that is signed. Do you have any postcards? Yeah, a whole bunch of postcards that are still in the albums, because I don't collect big inclusions. I think it's pointless. Personally, I think it's so pointless, these big inclusions. Like, why do they include them? Okay, postcard, whatever, but the random bigger inclusions I think is so unnecessary. Personally, it's not even worth collecting, or isn't worth wasting your money on. You can put that money towards the photo cards. That's how I feel. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So I just keep everything in the album, and I just take out the PCs and the ID cards, so because they're technically PCs as well. So that's how I feel about postcards and bigger inclusions. Have you ever won a fan call? No, and I would love to do a fan call, but then I kind of like overthink it. But in general, for ATEEZ, everyone joins the same people, like the same group order managers goes. So it's like the same people who are joining, who are like winning these fan signs over and over again, and people don't give other like smaller accounts, like sales accounts and train accounts and like other smaller group order managers a chance to get a fan sign. I would love to eventually, but it's just like I don't have like a big following on like my trades and sales account and stuff like that and whatnot, but eventually I would love to, but it's usually just the bigger group order managers that everyone still joins, because I like doing smaller group order managers and stuff that like and whatnot, like not the big ones that open like 20 or 30 goes, and I'm still waiting on some items from goes from Fever Part 3 because they open so many group orders and stuff, you know. So for now I'm just going to do smaller group orders, like join smaller group order managers and stuff like that, because you'll end up getting the photo cards and stuff faster. Do you own any Polaroids? No, I would love to. But the thing I don't understand is why is a Polaroid 500 plus? It's a Polaroid. Yeah, it's like limited edition. It's only one of its kind. But like, why is it so expensive? Why is it so expensive? Like, it's so unnecessary. Maybe price at 100, maybe 200 at least. But 500, almost $1,000 for a Polaroid? No, not even worth it. I don't care what any excuses anyone says. It's so not worth it, and it's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous how much people price those those Polaroids. And why would you get rid of it? If you got in that album, don't even get me started, guys. Don't even get me started, because do you have any duplicates? Yes, and duplicates of ATEEZ's Photocards from Fever Part 2, 3, and Epilogue. I have duplicates of, and that's pretty much just ATEEZ duplicates that I've been trying to sell. First album you bought, my first album I bought is Monster X Fantasia All 4 versions. Most recent album that you bought, my most recent album I bought, if you want to count ATEEZ's new album that's coming out on the 29th for pre-order, then it'd be that. But my most recent album would have to be WeEye's 4th mini album, and then Woosang's 2nd mini album, Moth. But as a new release, then it would have to be BTS's Proof. Then most pulled member, that gets so hard. I don't even know. For like ATEEZ, it's a mix. I get a good amount of mix for members. I tend to pull a lot of Jungkook actually for Monsta X. For Gravity, I pull a decent amount of members. I usually at least pull a Allen card all the time. On BTS, they haven't had much releases. So, but I noticed I do have more JK photo cards. So, JK I guess, and RM. Enhypen, I tend to pull Jungwon all the time. TXT, it's a mixture, so it just really depends. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much just a rundown with all the albums and stuff of who I tend to pull the most. Least pulled member, I couldn't even tell you. For Enhypen, I barely pull Sunwoo or Jay. I was gonna collect Sunwoo and Jay for Enhypen, but then I just sold those. But I don't ever really pull their cards. Jimin, I don't ever pull. I don't really pull a lot of Hyungjun from Gravity. I know I say his name wrong, and I'll say that, like, I'll tell you guys, like, I know I say his name wrong. I try. I have such a hard time. But I think that's pretty much it. Most difficult photo card to find, Z version 2 of Fever Epilogue for Songwa. It took forever to find a card. That card is like non-existent. Or everyone wants it and then they sell it 10 times more the price than they got it, which is so rude of you guys. Just putting that out there. Favorite album? Fever Part 1. An album you regret buying? I don't really regret buying any, but was it necessary me buying like Purple Kiss's first mini album? No, it wasn't. Was it necessary for me to buy Drippin's first 2 mini albums? No. NCT Dream. Actually, no. I want to buy more NCT Dream albums actually, eventually. But otherwise, I don't really regret buying an album. Most expensive album? Aren't they all expensive? I couldn't tell you. They're pretty much all about the same price. Actually, no. Proof by BTS. That was like, I bought it at Target. It was like $70. So there you go. My most expensive album, BTS Proof. Least expensive album? I know I bought an album for like $10. Was it this one from ATEEZ? Treasure EP1. It could have been Treasure EP1. Otherwise, usually like $10 is like the cheapest. Latest purchase photo card. It would be Songwa's Z version 2. Favorite epilogue. Favorite album packaging. Like, what do you mean? Like the cover packaging or like the packaging itself? Because a lot of my packaging is just like the box, the slip, or book packaging. So I do like box packaging. I gotten so used to with ATEEZ's box packaging. Best album inclusion wise, I have to say ATEEZ, and it's not like I'm biased just because ATEEZ is my alt group, but like ATEEZ has the bare minimum. They just have the set of photo postcards, which I usually just keep in, and then just the photo card. For other inclusion wise, maybe Gravity, but I hate other inclusions. I think they're so pointless, you guys. They're so pointless. Have you dropped a collection before? Yeah, I've dropped Enhypen because I couldn't. No, too expensive. Monster X I'm probably just gonna drop because I don't even look at it. I was thinking of collecting from Treasure, but drop that. I'm gonna like slowly sell Treasure cards. Besides the album PCs, all the K-Town 3 cards I'm gonna sell. Well, that's pretty much it. Just like those groups, that is pretty much it. So yeah, that is my questions, the K-pop collector question challenge, whatever you want to call it. If you have any more questions, please comment down below. But yeah, I had fun doing this so you guys get to know me more for my my K-pop stuff and my K-pop collection and albums and how I feel about some things for K-pop. So yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and go subscribe if you want to. I will see you guys in another video of mine pretty soon. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.